And back here at Busch Gardens, Tampa. This is a new procedure. Looks like they're not letting anyone in until straight up 10 o'clock. Not even letting you through security until straight up 10 o'clock. I guess on these slow school days, don't show up early. Show up after 10 o'clock. Once they let us through security, got in pretty quick. Took 5 minutes. I see some B&M blue track peeking through the trees and in front of Kumba. My first sight of the new coaster. I already did 2 rides on Cheetah Hunt. Pretty much walked right on both times. Falcon's Fury is not open. That's an unusual sight for me. It's always open for me. Yep, Scorpion is still standing. It's weird seeing this area without the wild mouse. Sand Serpent. That was removed for this. I don't know what's gonna go in Scorpion's place. Maybe nothing. And we're open. I got 4 laps on Phoenix Rising. I've done the front and the back. It is a pretty good layout. The problem is it has a very strong rattle to it. It's going slow enough that it's not going to give you a headache or anything, but it is a very noticeable rattle. I like the backdrop in the station showing the Phoenix. There's onboard audio. There's no airtime anywhere on the train, but it is a family invert. However, you might get a little pinch of hang time on that wave turn. If you're in the back on the right seat, you might get a little pinch of hang time on that wave turn. It is a good layout overall, and overall I do like it, thanks to the theming and onboard audio and all that. However, if B&M wants to compete with Vekoma on family inverts, they are gonna have to make a smoother ride. They are gonna have to figure out this rattle problem. It's kind of weird to say. Who would have thought, maybe 20, 25 years ago, that we'd be saying B&Ms are real shaky and Vekomas are glossy smooth. It makes me really wish that Busch Gardens had went with Vekoma for this ride. Do the exact same layout, just have the Vekoma tracking. As Shikra is about to drop, right in front of us here, Scorpion still stands. It was about 2 months ago that it closed. It was sometime in early September that it was his last operating day. It was a good ride. I would say that this is still easily a better ride than Phoenix Rising. I went over and did Kumba, 3 rides on it. On these school days, these slow days, they do have a little bit shorter hours on Kumba. The park is open from 10 to 8, but Kumba's open 11 to 7. Then I came over, did 3 on Tigress real quick, did 3 on Shikra. It's building up a line now on 1 train ops. I've done 20 rides and none of them have been Iron Gwazi. What's wrong with me? Got to remedy that right now. Posting a 5-minute wait. Oh yeah, this is how I like to see it.
Platform clear, dispatch.
Oh, those Iron Gwazi night rides are so awesome. Just got 3 night rides to make for 10 in total for the day. Gonna go do some other rides and then come back. So this visit is going back to how my first couple visits with this was, where it was at most maybe a 1-2 train wait I actually ended my day with 5 rides on Cheetah Hunt in the last half hour. Cheetah Hunt was a walk-on all day. I've been here on days where everything else is a walk-on and Cheetah Hunt is an hour. That just tells you how incredible this day was. I got 47 coaster rides today, plus 5 on Falcon's Fury. So 52 rides. I went to 2 ice skating shows. I got 2 re-rides on SheiKra, 1 on Cheetah Hunt, and 1 on their new coaster, Phoenix Rising. Everything else I had to walk around for. So it still doesn't beat that Kings Island day that I had a couple years ago in the summer of 2023, where I got 50 coaster rides and no re-rides. But I also had 2 extra hours that day, actually 2.5 extra hours. That was early entry 9:30 to 10 p.m. and this was 10 to 8. This is such a great week to come here. The crowds are low on the weekdays. And today showed up about 10 minutes late. With how light the crowds were yesterday, probably be the same today. Figured, why be in a hurry? And old habits die hard. Gonna start the day with Cheetah Hunt. Today has basically been an all-day ERT session throughout the whole park. I did 7 rides on Cheetah Hunt in 45 minutes. I just got off of 2 in a row in the front row on Montu. And Cheetah Hunt's still posting 5 minutes. I think it's been 5 minutes all day. Might as well go for more laps. I'm at 11 on Iron Gwazi, but I feel like I gotta take advantage of this while you got it. Taking the shortcut over to SheiKra on the Sky Ride. So I took the Sky Ride from Cheetah Hunt over to SheiKra, did 4 laps on that, and then came over, did 3 at the end on Iron Gwazi. The last 2 were in a row. Those 7 rides were in the final hour. That walk from SheiKra to Iron Gwazi seems like it takes forever. It's actually not that far, but it feels like a long ways. And it will be a long ways if you walk slow. I don't. I walk way too fast. The empty train is going out now. I was on the next to last ride of the night. Yesterday I did 47 coaster rides. I said I was going to take it easier today. I did 47 coaster rides. I did do 4 fewer rides on the drop tower though. I guess the big difference is that I didn't make 2 trips back to Kumba, just 1, and only 1 over to SheiKra instead of 2. I just reached 100 lifetime rides on Montu. It's my 15th coaster that I reached 100 rides on in my life. Iron Gwazi's been quiet the whole ride, but Cheetah Hunt's still running. And Iron Gwazi at the end of the night. It's been like this a lot, all 3 days. So my last ride on Iron Gwazi for the next 12 months was in the back row. It's my 8th ride of the day. I did 7 rides earlier within a very short time, then it broke down. Otherwise I would have reached 10 rides. because I went and did some other things. By the time I came back, I only had time for one ride, maybe two if I could have gotten a re-ride, but a lot of people showed up right at the end, so I had to get off. Couldn't get the re-ride. That's okay. I ended up with 32 rides over the 3 days. And like I said, I could have easily gotten more because the line was short the whole time, but I was doing other things. If I only wanted to do Iron Gwazi, I could have gotten about 70, 80, 100 rides, but I wanted to ride everything here, and I wanted to do other things, see the animals, see the ice skating show. There's just so much to do at this park. But I also got 30 rides on Cheetah Hunt. There were so many people that showed up at the end, they had to run 2 extra trains. Now, Kumba was having problems all day, so I don't think it ever opened. But I got a few rides on Montu, a couple on Shikra and Tigris, and 10 on Cheetah Hunt. But 7 of those 10 were within the last hour there, in about 40 minutes. But that's it from Busch Gardens, Tampa for this year. It will be next November before I'm back, but tomorrow I'll be at Islands of Adventure. One more thing about today, they did close the park 1 hour early. It was scheduled to close at 8. They closed at 7. That was probably posted online. I mean, I'm almost sure of it, but I did not look online. I stay offline while I am inside amusement parks, normally, if I can. Now, tomorrow I will be bringing my phone into Universal with me because in that case it does help. But at a park like this where you don't really need to access wait times and stuff like that, I just leave the phone in the car. So I did not know they were closing early until close to the end there. I thought I had another hour to get a few more rides on Iron Gwazi, but I only had time for 1 more. That does make me a little concerned about next year on this week, if they will keep the same 10 to 8 hours. I really hope they do. But considering the light crowd, I wouldn't be surprised if they cut the hours. I really hope they don't, and I hope that they don't watch this video. I don't want to give them any ideas, because I want to keep the 10 to 8